Hey y'all, welcome back to another nail art video. So for today, as you saw by the thumbnail, we're doing Rugrats, and I specifically focused on Angelica and the doll. I didn't do like Tommy and other ones obviously, but the first one I'm starting out with is the dark skinned girl with the yellow dress. I didn't draw her, but I drew the print of her dress obviously. So what I just did was started out with a yellow base, remember, a nice thin coat, and for lines like this you want to use a longer brush to help you with one cohesive motion in your lines. It helps you a lot better doing it that way. And then this yellow was so low, and it was kind of thick, so I only had I had to go in with 2 coats, but I kept it super thin so they wouldn't clump up and be thick and not cure all the way through. So remember that when you're painting gel polish, because if not, the gel polish will not cure through and it will just become a sloppy mess and peel off. Okay, y'all, so now we're doing the purple splats that's on her dress. They're like kind of look like cow print or like splats, whatever you want to call them, but these is just random basically a bunch of circles blobbed together. And for these, I just did 3 of them, but you want to make sure these are kind of bigger and not smaller, because the way her dress is, they're really spread apart, but it's not a lot of them on her dress, it's only a little bit. So as always, you want to keep it very realistic. So yeah, only did 3. If your nails are a little bit longer, do more. If they're shorter, do less and make them a little bit smaller, but make sure they're not huge and covering up the yellow. They're making the yellow just pop. That's all you want. You don't want to make them super big and you can't even see the yellow. And also make sure your lines are very clean. As you can see, I just started off by doing an outline and then I went in and filled in. Don't just try and going off rip trying to fill in, because it won't come out the right way. And for some reason, also just makes your drawing way easier. And I said splats, and I'm just thinking about it now. It's actually flowers that's on her dress. I'm slow. But yeah, so the flowers, yeah. Okay, now we're on to Angelica. So when drawing people, as always, remember to I like to start all the time with the neck and the body, and then I move on to the head to make sure it's very proportionate, because you don't want the head to be bigger than the body or the body to be bigger than the head. Because I can say with the dowel, I did make the dowel very smaller, but looking back, I kind of made the body bigger than the head. So be very careful of that, because you don't want that to happen. But for the Angelica, she came out a perfect size, so I'm getting better at my own proportions for nail art. But as you can see, I just went and outlined everything in black. This makes it very easier on the artist when we're drawing stuff, because if you mess something up, as you can see, I'm going back and just wiping it off, and instead of just going in with the full color, you can just wipe off the black and then fill in with the color after you're done and after you cured it, to give you like a guideline. It's kind of like create your own coloring book, like make lines for yourself so you can go in and color it in. So yeah, so after you have finished all your outlines, come back and so you can see what I use and how I colored this in. Okay guys, so now we're going in with the doll that Angelica carries. That's all crazy and funky like. So I just started out with the circle, the body, and then the hair. This at all was not as complicated and complex as Angelica, as you can see. So yeah, so that was a 1-2, but now I'm just going in and coloring in her dress and her hair bow. This is a great example right here as of what I mean about the coloring book. Use your black lines as a coloring book. Stay inside them and worry about, also a little tip too, worry about going over your black lines when you're done with everything. Then you want to go back in, as you're going to see me do later on in the video. Now I'm outlining the doll's face. She has kind of bigger red lips, a little pointy nose, and her eyes and eyebrows. She also has some dots above her forehead, but I drew those in after I drew on her skin. But once again, stay inside the lines and go in with your color. Her hair is yellow, so obviously going with yellow. And the way her hair is positioned is really easy to stay inside the lines because it's straight up, it's a straight line. So once again, make sure you guys are curing in between colors, by the way. But I'm just going in with red now for her undershirt under her purple dress, because that's what she's wearing in the cartoon. I kept having to look back at the picture because I kept forgetting. But yes, it is a red dress, and make sure you guys, once again, stay inside the lines, cure in between colors, and use the black lines as a coloring book. Alrighty guys, so once you have cured both of the colors, as you can see I did, now you want to go back in with your black and redefine the lines that got covered up with the color. But once again, make sure you do this after you have cured your gels, not before, because then your colors will mix together. Alrighty girls, so now as you can see, I'm going back in with black and going over those black lines like I said earlier in the video. Wait until everything is cured, see what you need to go back over. As you can see, the black lines are still visible, So I'm just going straight over the black lines to redefine everything and give it that pop look, because this is a cartoon, so you want to give it that cartoony effect. Okay, and as you can see, what I did was I just took a little brush with some alcohol, not acetone, but alcohol, and just wiped it off. And that's exactly why I tell you girls to clean in between colors, because when you do want to go wipe something off, it's not like you have to wipe the whole entire thing off. You can just wipe off the part you messed up on, go back, fix it up, pop it in the lamp, and you're all good to go. Make sure you do that, because once again, you don't want to wipe off your whole entire work. I did it before. It was so aggravating. I was annoyed, and quite frankly, no lie, I just gave up on the design because it's just really annoying. So now, guys, I'm going in with some orange jelly-like polish for the thumb to give it that Nickelodeon quote effect without writing Nickelodeon. I thought it was like a cool little touch, and I saw from an inspo picture when I was on Pinterest, so I wanted to use it, and it was very, very, very cute. Now I went in with a small tiny drop of black and a nice little glob of clear to, as you can see, give it some shadows and make it realistic, and once again give it that cartoon effect that we're going for on this nail set. Okay guys, so now I'm going in with bling around my cuticles on 2 of the nails, and then around the yellow design that I did on my pinky nail. I found for me that Gorilla Glue works the best for putting on gems, but if you have a better glue, use it. But I found that this literally works the best. So I would definitely recommend go back about 20 seconds, take a picture of this glue, and order this if you're a nail tech, because this absolutely works the best. And once you're done, you can just go in with a top coat over. Well, I already put on the top coat, but if you didn't, you can put on a top coat and cuticle oil, and you're done. This is the finished product. Thanks for watching.